It's amazing to see
these things.
It's amazing to see
while
in the comfort of your home, particularly in a situation not making possible for you. I mean, if you are in a place where the moon is visible right now, go out there and go out there, and it will be completely unacceptable. If you completely unacceptable, this technology is making possible. Technology is making possible fun with the eclipse for those living in Europe, in Africa, from where the eclipse is possible, or from where there is cloudy skies. If you have the moon right now, you have the moon right now, and see, go personally. You cannot miss this. I will make a miracle to be under now eclipse. Still happy to share, of course. Still happy to share, of course. Here it is now. A new image by Gary. A new image by Gary. Here we are. Truly wonderful to me. And new images are coming more and more. Why this is lovely? Why this is continuously evolving friends. This is the magic of the eclipse. This is the magic of the eclipse. Lunar eclipse is low, but lunar eclipse is low. Always running, my friend. Always running, my friend. Want to thank all of you. Want to thank all of you.
A coffee and chat with your customers to offer product advice and send instant coupons. Streamline your checkout process with automated shipping fees and sales tax calculations. If a customer leaves items behind, remind them to complete their purchase with an abandoned cart recovery email. As orders come in, manage your inventory and track your sales from one convenient dashboard. Analyze your comprehensive sales and traffic reports or build your own. Check out these and more must-have e-commerce features for sellers who mean business. Go to Wix.
Spotted by naked eye. Our amazing astrophotographers, different telescopes making possible used for us by our amazing astrophotographers, different points of view making possible for us something which may different so far these international different equipments collaborative which may effort so far these international under many points collaborative effort very rewarding new image from under many points Canada with a clear evidence of new image from shadow belong of Canada with a clear evidence of the Earth shadow. And I'm very happy that we are just having this view, this experience. And I'm very happy thanks to the generosity just of having our this view, these photographers. Thanks to the generosity of imaging from our observing photographers from all over the world. Imaging from their observing sites from all over the world. How beautiful is this? How beautiful is this? New image from New Mexico Going to make the image available right away. New image from New Mexico. Going to make the image available right away. This one. This one. Okay. Okay. It is a joy for me to comment these perfect stunning images. For me to comment these perfect stunning images. You will have the same joy as I am having just looking at this. I understand that the technology joy is as I am using technology to enjoy these things. I understand that the technology personally is but using technology in this case things, for me not the same thing. It will be impossible personally. So as I say, while I'm happy in this case, just for me, sharing with the world, it will be impossible. I'm happy also that thanks to our while friends, I'm happy we are truly able sharing with the world enjoy these things. I'm happy also that thanks to our friends, we are truly able to enjoy these things. Of course. Beautiful. And keep in mind that the next total eclipse is 3 years away. So keep in mind they are not happening the total eclipse is 3 years I'm away. Really looking forward. They are not happening so often to enjoy the next one. I'm really looking forward. The weather will cooperate in Italy to enjoy the next one. I hope. If the weather will cooperate in Italy in 3 years by now. In 3 years by now. Waiting for new and more. Waiting for new and more. We have new images again from Arizona, Rom del Vo. We have new images again from Arizona, Rom del Vo. Here it is, new image by Ron. Here it is, new image by Ron right away, friends. And I see more coming to you right away, friends. Just preparing for you. More in the queue. Next one, but still I want you to enjoy this for a while for you. Next one, but still I want you to enjoy this for a while. Too bad we had to wait for 3 years to see another total lunar eclipse. We had to wait for 3 years to be here to see another total lunar eclipse and see this. Lucky thanks to our friends. And see this. I'm very happy also our friends to receive and share with you the first image. I'm very happy also from Australia. Receive from and share with you the first image today from Australia, from Julie, just making Strayer, her image available for just you, making her image available for you. Here it is, this image from Australia. Here it is. So far we had images from the US, from Australia. So far we had images from the US. Julie, we have the first contribution today from our friends, and with Julie Australia. We have the first contribution today from beautiful image, friends, also because you are bringing Australia, the first side. Thanks, from Julie, for your beautiful image. Also because how you are bringing the first side from really your intriguing for me. It is every how time beautiful. How really it's intriguing for me. It is every time. Also, our friend Adrian Bradley is also just our friend Adrian Bradley final things before starting sharing. Just doing his final things before starting sharing. Then let me take new images just arrived. Then let me take new images just arrived. And okay, another beautiful image from Bill and Canada. Okay, another beautiful image from Bill, Canada. Here it is. Here it's so nice, so happy that we are honestly having a great time. So nice, thanks so to happy. This that we are perfect. Honestly having a great time. Exciting, thanks to these images. Perfect, kindly provided by exciting, very beautiful images. Kindly provided by our friends. More and more are coming, of course. More and more are coming, of course. New wonderful shot from Arizona. New wonderful shot from Arizona. Here it is, new image from Rome. And let's see more from our friends. Here it is, new image from Rome. Again. And let's see more from our friends. Again, new image from New Mexico. New image from New Mexico. From James McHugh. Here it is to you, friends, from James McHugh. Here it is, and another large field of view image from Canada, Karim, and another large field of view image from Canada, Karim, taking care. Okay. Okay. Just adjusting the credits to have every, just adjusting the credits, astrophotographer, to have properly every credited astrophotographer properly credited. I really thank the many people who joined this live feed brought to you by the Virtual Telescope Project, my friends. Who joined this live feed brought to you by the Virtual Telescope Project, my friends. And hopefully this is bringing to you the flavor of the eclipse via the Virtual Telescope Project. Hopefully this is bringing to you the flavor of the eclipse via the Virtual Telescope Project. How beautiful. How beautiful. I cannot stay without looking at the images myself. I cannot stay. While I'm doing this without this job, looking at the images myself, putting together things. But while I'm doing collecting the images, this job, adjusting them, putting together the things, collecting to images, see them and adjusting them. The first to enjoy these images first gratitude. To see them and the first to enjoy these images with gratitude. new image from Rendezvous, new image from Rendezvous. Just adjust the luminosity a bit. Just adjust the luminosity a bit. Beautiful sight while the eclipse is ongoing occurs. Beautiful sight while the eclipse is ongoing occurs. I also want to share if I can do from where the eclipse is visible. Look here, as you can see. I also want to share from where the eclipse is visible. Look here, as you can see, if it is a detailed map from NASA, just telling you from where. If it is the eclipse, a detailed map from NASA, is visible, just telling you and from you where see that in Africa the eclipse and what Europe the eclipse is visible, and you can see that Africa, Asia, Europe out of the visibility region, while of most of the world is having fun, are out of the visibility region, while most of the world is having fun. You see the Pacific Ocean. And particularly you see the Pacific Ocean. Now back to live images. But thanks now to our friends to live images. Thanks to our friends. How beautiful to sit here and enjoy. How another image from Bilongo here and enjoy. Another image from Bilongo. Look how much of the lunar disk is now covered by the air shadow, my friends. Look how much of the lunar disk is now covered by the air shadow, my friends. And this is really going to be, and to me, a very nice. This is really going to be. Always. It's easy to say this to because me, I never saw a disappointing. It's easy to say total lunar eclipse. Of course, I never saw a disappointing total lunar eclipse. Of course, and the greatest eclipse will be in about 1 hour, and the bit more than 1 eclipse. While the totality in about 1 hour should start in more than 1 hour, a bit while the totality 30 minutes more or less should start in this is basically 50% partial right now. This is basically 50% partial right now. Another beautiful image I have. Another beautiful image I have. Another image I have by Adrian Bradley. Another image I have by Adrian Bradley. Joining, who is now with images. Joining with images. Okay, here we are with this image by Adrian, USA. Here we are with this image by Adrian, USA. And meantime, here it is another image. And meantime, here it is another image from Julie. From Australia, from Julie. Here it is. Here it is. Going to you right now. going to you right now. Very lovely. Now I see how great our friends are taking images, which are, now I see, making possible for our friends are taking images, which are the beauty of the experience for everyone, even if we are not blessed with the beauty of the experience, even if we are not blessed with the personal view of this new image from James, New Mexico. This new image from James, New Mexico. I must admit that I'm always really captured by beauty. Must admit that I'm always really captured by the beauty. We will be such an eclipse. Always ready. We will be to share. Always ready. Something like this. By the way, the next live feed scheduled is for something like November this. 14. Actually, November 15. The next live feed scheduled is for November when 14. We will show to you no less. November 15. Okay. Then the Artemis 1 Orion spacecraft. We will show to you no less. The moon. Okay. Then the Artemis 1 Orion spacecraft will on its way to the moon. Okay, provided it will check our website, www.virtualtelescope.eu, and we will do our best check to our website www.virtualtelescope.eu Orion spacecraft, we will do our best to show the Artemis 1 one day Artemis after Orion spacecraft on its journey to the moon. November one day 14. After details on its launch, virtualtelescope.eu website. November 14. Details on virtualtelescope.eu website. Time for us to check for more images. Time for us, and we have to check for more images from and we have Arizona from Ron, again from Arizona from Ron. Here it is. Here it is, and another image. I'm just preparing. And another image. I'm just preparing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If I can say, amazing, amazing, amazing. If I can say, happy to be here sitting on the first row and enjoying images. To be here sitting provided by our amazing and enjoying images. Photographers, bringing provided us by the beauty, our amazing the emotion astrophotographers, the eclipse, bringing us the beauty, the emotion. Image by Bilongo, Canada, the eclipse. This image by Bilongo, Canada. As I said, we are now living more than we are now living 50% of totality, more than 50% of totality, with many people connected, and 15 astrophotographers, many people sharing with us and their work. 15 astrophotographers so generously sharing with us their work. We are here waiting for new images. I know a few friends are facing bad weather. We are here waiting for new images. I know a few friends are facing bad weather, because we really would love keeping my finger crossed images for them, as we know, because they really would love to see their images. As we know, they will be great. Waiting and waiting. Waiting and waiting. This is a lunar total eclipse. This is the last lunar total eclipse we will see for 3 years now, and this is the last total one. Happy and grateful to our imagers. 3 years we are here, so sharing particularly because as I say, grateful to our imagers that we are here to sharing this the next, because as I say, eclipse we will have to wait for 3 years to see a lot the next total eclipse. I would say a lot. New image from Arizona, Rondelbow. New image from Arizona, Rondelbow. Sorry. Sorry. I apologize for a couple of minutes. Very likely I forgot to. I apologize for a couple of minutes. Very likely I forgot to our images to go back to our images. And now we are up and running again. It was my fault, of course. And now we are up and running again. It was my fault, of course. New image, Billongo. New image, Billongo. With more and more deer shadow covering. With more and more disk deer shadow covering the lunar disk, as I say to you. Totality will start, as I say to you, in about totality will start 25 minutes, about more or less 25 minutes, more or less. Another image from New Mexico, friends. James. Another image from New Mexico, friends. James. Here it is, image from James. Here it is, image from James. I'm really loving the experience. I'm really loving the experience. Checking for new images. Checking for new images. I mean, more than 50% of our imagers are now facing more than cloudy 50% of our imagers we are now facing cloudy weather. Images from Florida. We are Arizona, having New Mexico. Images from Florida, Canada, Arizona, and Australia. New Mexico, Canada, we have Australia. Friends ready to go from Panama. We had also friends there is not ready to go from Panama. but I know weather there is not the best one. But I'm still very happy that the technology is making possible for us. Very happy to see this live. That the technology is making possible for us to see this live. Yeah, this technology. Yeah, this technology. We are waiting for new images. Meantime, I just want to share with you again. We are waiting for new images. Meantime, I just want to share with you again times for this eclipse. In universal time, times for this eclipse. And right now we are between 50% partial and totality begins. And right now we are between 50% partial and totality begins. I think something going to our images will start sharing images with but the soon clear evidence of the legendary images will start sharing images with the red color, clear evidence of the legendary bronze color, and we are waiting the red color, and we are waiting. And I also have something I want to share. I also have something I want to share. I can share with you this simulator. If I can share with you this simulator. Just making clear, here it is. Of course, data on the left are completely wrong because they refer to Italy. Of course, but of data on the left are completely wrong because they refer to Italy. But of course, the graphic is we know where we are in the eclipse. That at least we know where we are in the eclipse while we are seeing the simulator. I switch back while to live feed are seeing the simulator. Receive a new image from I switch back to live feed Florida as we just received a new image from Florida from Gary. Here it is from Gary. More and more. Here it is. More and more. Now a new image from Rondelbo. Now a new image from Rondelbo. New image from Arizona, friends. New image from Arizona, friends. And we are slowly approaching the beginning of the totality. And we are slowly approaching the beginning of the totality. beautiful experience, beautiful experience, beautiful experience every time, I must say. Beautiful experience every time, I must say. I really hope that this is bringing to you good feeling. I really hope image from Canada again, Karim. Good feeling. The image from Canada again, Karim. Making this shot available. Here it is. And checking for new. Here it is. And checking for new. New image from Julie in Australia as well. New image from Julie in Australia as well. I'm always amazed by the quality of these pictures. I'm always amazed by they are really bringing us the beauty, the meaning, the excitement for the eclipse itself. They are really bringing us the beauty, the meaning, the excitement for the eclipse itself. Really enjoying, friends. Thank you for your amazing work. Really bringing enjoying, friends. Thank you for your amazing work. Thanks to your amazing work, bringing us the eclipse. Thanks to your amazing work. This is the first image I'm going to share. This is the first image showing I'm going to share red color, clearly showing the red color. Even of course the eclipse is still partial. Even of course the eclipse is still partial. This image by Adrian. This image by Adrian. It is just matter of exposure time, because of course while the moon is still partially just visible, matter of exposure to time, because if you go to while the just moon is still partially visible, of the bright side portion of the moon, and of course just you take a nice exposure shadow. Otherwise, you can take any portion of the moon just and of course burning not in the shadow. Otherwise, you can take an image of the moon just burning, but the making possible for you visible portion to look at the color, as in this case, but look how bright it is, white basically, making possible for you to look at the color, as in this case, but look how bright it is, the sunlight basically, the portion of the moon still under the sunlight. Now a new image from Billongo, friends. Now a new image from Billongo, friends.
I don't fight for myself. I fight for my team. That's why we exceed.
I've got my belongings, my treasures, and my fears. Let's go! To make this piece a little more than a souvenir. Satchel out. Although deny me where you meet me, you will find me. Yes,
show them how we
very
fight.
happy also to welcome,
See you going out.
Now I fit into the jigsaw.
Core systems restored.
Nowhere to run!
Wave crashing.
Activating kill mode.
You get that on camera.
Tremor!
बॉम्बे से लेके यूपी तक तेरा भाई करे किल हाँ जी ले लो सलामी पास मेरा फ्लो जैसे फरारी है सुपानी ऐ नो पानी
Get out of my way.
I'm the jungle Gaddafi ये जंगल है घेरा दी सुनो सफारी ये ट्रिप मेरी
Goodbye. So about it, you got time. No one ever went
Terminated.
last time. Oh, I told you for the fuck, I let another dog.
very nice, happy. More and more coming here. And now another impressive image from Ron, Arizona, where you will see the red color of the moon, while of course we are still waiting formally for the totality, but as I say, this has been made with the right image exposure time, and just to make clear that we can see the red color right now, friends. From here it is. Australia. Hope that you will enjoy this one, my friends. William Hooper with their first image as the moon is rising there, basically. And so we have even this image now from Australia via Dean and William Hooper, their first image for this eclipse. Okay, nice to go, very nice, happy. And now another impressive image from Ron, Arizona, where you will see the red color of the moon, while of course we are still waiting formally for the totality, but as I say, this has been made with the right moon is now exposure time, and this just to make clear bronze red color, that we can see the red color right now, friends. Here it is. Hope that you will enjoy this one, my friends. Even showing the red. And more to come. Nice set just received from New Mexico. James just provided us two images taken back to back, but with different imaging exposure time. One is this, just showing perfectly the bright portion of the moon, but using a much longer exposure. As I explained earlier, you can easily see. I hope you are really enjoying this. The elegant dress color the bride is now ready to wear with this wonderful bronze red color. New image from by Karim. Hope you are even showing the red. Trying to see if I can do something right away. And more to come. Look at these images, they are basically the same moon, nice set images, just two very different exposure times. the shorter one, James, offering a nice view to images, the bright portion of the moon, but basically not in the shadow, with different imaging. On the left you see a much longer exposure. One is this, with the just showing the perfectly bright portion, actually the bright burned out, but portion of the moon, the red color in the shadow of the earth. But using a much longer exposure, as I explained earlier, you can easily, and something now we have also from Bill, the red color right away. Here it is. Hope you are really enjoying these views. Trying to see if I can do something right away. I would like to do one thing. Look at these images, they are basically the same moon, but imaged with two very different exposure times. The shorter one offering a nice view of the bright portion of the moon, but basically not in the shadow. And on the left you see a much longer exposure with the bright portion actually burned out, but now you can see the red color. Okay, in the shadow of the earth. If I confirm something I have in mind, and something now we have also from Bill, here it is. I would like to do one thing. I think, friends, that let me check one thing, sorry. I'm trying to adjust a few things. I will tell you what I'm doing in a matter of seconds. Let me see if I confirm something I have in mind. As I was wondering what the bright object we see there is a star, of course. But as there is planet Uranus in the region, was wondering if it could be. I have to check. Anyway, back to live images. Another amazing shot just received from Rondelboy in Arizona. Look, here it is. I think, friends, that absolutely amazing. Let me check one thing, sorry. Honestly amazing. I'm trying to adjust a few things. I will tell you what I'm doing in a matter of seconds. As I was wondering what the bright object we see there. It's a star, of course. but as there is planet Uranus perhaps at some point region, was wondering, who knows if it could be. I have to check. Anyway, we can see Uranus. Back to live images. Another amazing shot just received from Rondelboy in Arizona. Look, okay. Here it is. Just checking for new things, but I really like these images. Absolutely just amazing. Now bringing us the beauty of the red of the moon, my friends. Honestly amazing. While we are having fun. Okay. And I have also another image. Who knows if we can see Uranus. From Canada. I'm going to update. Okay. Just checking for new things, okay. But I really like these images, just now bringing us the beauty of the red of the moon, my friends. Just going to share an image I just received by Daniel Brosseau, Canada, while we are having fun. Just adjusting the image. Enjoy, my friends. More and more are now coming. While I'm preparing for the new another image. I just received from Ron, and we are from truly Canada. Quickly approaching the totality, my friends. Date. Okay, it is now the totality. Time is flying, needless to say. The beginning of totality now. Just going to share an image I just received by Daniel Brosseau, Canada. New image from Julie in Australia. Just adjusting the image. With an image I also have. Enjoy, my friends. More and more are now coming from New Mexico, while I'm preparing for the new one. James McHugh. I just received from Ron. And we are truly quickly approaching the totality, so my friends. Entered the totality, friends. It just means that by 3 minutes, every region of the moon is no longer receiving the solar light. It is now the totality. If you were on the moon right now, my friend, you will be enjoying a time is flying. Needless to say, the beginning of totality now. How beautiful, my friends. Cannot tell you how. New image from Julie in Australia. Every time I'm amazed to see this. With an image I also have. I want to go back for a while. From New Mexico. This Ron image. While waiting for more to come. James McHugh. A beautiful image I have from Gary. Entered the totality, friends. Florida. It just means that by perhaps 3 minutes, every region device of the moon is no longer receiving the solar light. If you were on the moon right now, my friend, you will be enjoying a solar total eclipse. Here it is. How beautiful, my friends. Cannot tell you how beautiful shot from again from New Mexico. Every time I'm amazed to see this. I want to go back for a while. Here it is, the new image from James, this Ron image. While waiting for more to come. Now a beautiful image I have from Gary, Florida. The perfection of these images and the beauty they can really bring to us with a mobile device. Basically, there is nothing to say when you are facing these masterpieces by nature. Totality from Canada, thanks to Bill. Beautiful shot from again from New Mexico. So nice, my friends. Really, really so nice. Here it is, the new image from James. Another outstanding picture. Oh, I'm amazed at myself at the perfection of these images and the beauty they can really bring to us. By Ron. Basically, there is nothing to say, Arizona, when you are facing these masterpieces by nature. Totality from Canada, thanks to Bill. So nice, my friends. How fascinating all this is. Really, really so nice. The eclipse is ongoing, of course. The totality started 8 minutes ago. and we are slowly moving to the maximum of the outstanding picture, which is in about 30 minutes. How beautiful, amazing, by Ron, Arizona. Sitting here, enjoying the eclipse, even if we had the technology. It's amazing. For me, the alternative was nothing, and as the creator of the virtual telescope, I wanted to see this myself, and as always, I wanted to share with the world. So again, I want to thank our brave astrophotographers, 15 of them, just making possible for us to enjoy this experience. How fascinating all this is, really. How fascinating all this is, really. Okay. The eclipse is ongoing, of course. The totality started 8 minutes ago, and we are slowly moving to the maximum of the eclipse, which is in about 30 minutes. How beautiful, amazing. How many beautiful images we are getting, enjoying the eclipse, even if we had the technology. It's amazing. New image for me, the alternative was Arizona, nothing, and as the creator of the virtual telescope, I wanted to see this myself, the last one. As always, I wanted to share with the world. So again, I want to thank our brave astrophotographers, 15 of them, just making possible for us to enjoy this experience. Another one from Karim, going to make the image available. Here it is. And a very nice image from Dean and William from Australia. Here it is, very nice, with some pattern due to clouds, foliage. But look how beautiful is this, how many beautiful images we are getting. New image from Arizona. Again from Ron, the last one. Just adjusting. Again from New Mexico via James. Another one from Karim, going to make the image available. Here it is. Wow, And a very nice image from Dean and for William. This is honestly amazing. From Australia. More and more. Another image from Gary. This one is extremely beautiful, captured just before the totality. Here it is, very nice, with some pattern due to clouds, foliage. And look how beautiful is this. Just adjusted the brightness a bit. Again from New Mexico. Now I want to share an image by another image from Australia, from John Stevenson. I'm very happy to share this image. Wow, from John. For us, this is honestly amazing. Perfect images. I have the honor to comment. Another image, thanks to from Gary, our amazing astrophotographers friends. This one is extremely beautiful, captured just before the totality. So nice. And now I want to share, just to give you now an idea about the running eclipse, an image by another image from Australia, from John Stevenson. Simulator. I'm very happy to share this image showing the umbra, the penumbra from John, the position of the moon, which is now completely inside the shadow. That is why we say totality has started 20 minutes ago. How many images, and in 20 minutes more or less. I have we will reach the center of the eclipse, the maximum of the eclipse. Thanks to our amazing astrophotographers images. Friends. More have arrived. Very beautiful image from Dean and William, Australia. So nice. Look. Happy to know that both William and Bill, father and son, are having a better sky now, as this image is clearly showing. Just to give you now an idea, and I want to share another beautiful image from Bill Longo in Canada. This is the simulator taken just before, showing the umbra, the penumbra, the moon moving behind the moon, which is now completely inside his house, the shadow. That is why we say totally started. Also, Bill for sharing some details about the environment. 20 minutes more or less. He was working at 3.5 Celsius degrees, 88% of humidity, the maximum of the eclipse. So these are adding some realism to the experience, to live images. More even if it is done via the technology. New image, meantime, very beautiful image from Ron, Dean and William, Australia. Look. With these images we are receiving are honestly speechless. Happy to know that both William and Bill, father and son, are having a better sky now, as this image is clearly showing. This one is now from New Mexico. I want to share another beautiful image, and it is from Bill Longo in Canada. Taken James just before the moon moved behind his house. I want to share now an image I received by Karin in Canada. I thank also Bill for sharing some details about the environment there. He was working at 3.5 Celsius degrees, 88% of humidity. So these are adding some realism to the experience, where you can see, even if it is done via the technology, in the shadow also the environment. New image, meantime, from Ron. And now a totality image from I see from Florida. These images we are receiving are honestly speechless. So an image from Gary. This one is now from New Mexico, and I mentioned the temperature at which Bill was working in Canada, 3.5 Celsius degrees, and of course our friend Gary just shared the information that there in Florida he is imaging with a much more comfortable. And I want to share now 21 Celsius degrees by Karin, 70 Fahrenheit. But I can envy you a bit, my friend, by a student working with him. And now the moon is higher and higher in the Australian sky, where you can see as in the shadow also the environment. Dean and William just shared, Dean and William Hooper just shared with me, together with this very, very beautiful image. And now a totality image from it's amazing, honestly. I see from Florida. So an image from Gary. It's truly amazing to see masterpieces like this. I'm really happy, and I want to thank. I mentioned at the temperature, all of you, which Bill was working in Canada, 3.5 Celsius degrees, and of course something unique. Our friend Gary just shared the information that there in Florida is imaging with a much more comfortable temperature of 21 Celsius degrees, and not visible otherwise. I can envy you a bit, my friend. But more and more, dear friends, and now the moon is higher and higher in the Australian sky, as Dean and William Hooper just shared with me, together with this very beautiful image. New image from Ron. It's amazing, honestly. A new image as well from New Mexico. It's truly amazing to see masterpieces like this. Never tired to face beauty. I'm really happy. And I want to thank again. We are sharing all of you with the world right now for making possible for me to share something unique. And not visible otherwise. So amazed to see. But more and more, dear friends, okay. Here it is, the image from James. New image from Ron. And we are quickly approaching the totality. The center of the eclipse, as totality is started now. A new image as well from New Mexico, more or less. Never tired to face beauty, in particular the beauty of the eclipse we are sharing with the world right now. New image by Ron. In Arizona, of course, and now we are so amazed to see we are in a couple of seconds leaving for Australia. John Stevenson. Okay. And here it is, the image from James. I just received a message from Gary, and from his location in Florida. Again, he just wrote that the moon is about to disappear beyond an house, and I want to thank you and for joining as well, Bill, who just wrote basically the same. So Bill and Gary now are leaving because they are not able to track the moon anymore, because for them the moon is just behind a building. So thank you to both of you, Bill and Gary, but we are still up and running because we have more and more images from our other image contributors. By Ron. Arizona, of course. And now we are almost, how many images we are really enjoying for Australia. John Stevenson. While we are virtually looking up, thanks to the Virtual Telescope project, my friends. And I just received a message from Gary, and want to share with you from his location in Florida. Again, he just wrote that the moon is going to position, is about to disappear beyond the house, and I want to thank, of course, you. Do not consider the information joining as well. They refer to Rom, who just wrote basically the same. So as we are just Bill and Gary now are leaving, not visible because they are not able to track the moon anymore, because for them the moon is just behind a building. Now, so thank you to both of you, Bill and Gary. Back to live images. We are still up and running because we have more and more images from our other contributors. How many images we are really enjoying. Look at this, my friends. While we are virtually looking up, thanks to the Virtual Telescope project, my friends. This is out of this world, with the totality now really making us speechless. Want to share with you another perfect shot simulator. Just arrived, showing the position in real time of the from inside the Earth shadow. William. Do not consider the information on the left because they refer to Rom, and from Rom, of course, as we are just at noon, the eclipse is not visible at all. Speechless. But now, back to live images. It is very hard to look at this again with no emotion at all. And all this is happening live. Look at this, my friends. With so many masterpieces, it is easy to stay speechless final image made by Gary, likely with a mobile device of this world, with the totality now really making us speechless. Just showing another perfect shot as he wrote, just arrived, that he was living from because on Dean and William. As I say, we have more now from New Mexico. I'm pretty sure very hard to look at this or Florida with no emotion at all, or Australia. You can now just imagine who is the author, and of course from New Mexico we have James, and all this is happening live. And I received an interesting message by Dean Hooper, just saying that now the eclipse is dark, and he is just using he with Bill with so many using 10 second exposure, easy to stay to capture the moon right now, while we are final image made by Gary, 7 minutes likely with a mobile device from the totality. I mean, I apologize again from the peak of the eclipse, just showing as he wrote that he was leaving the view because on house. Never tired to face this beauty. We have more now from New Mexico. I'm pretty sure that when I say New Mexico or Florida or Australia, you can now just imagine who is the author, still up and running. And of course from New Mexico we have James, and I received an interesting message by Dean Hooper, just saying that now the eclipse is dark, and he is just using he with Bill with William are using 10 second exposures just to capture, checking for more and more the moon right now, while we are 7 minutes far from the totality. I mean, I apologize again. Another image from Karim from the peak of the eclipse, before he leaves. So while I prepare the image from Karim, I want to thank Karim too for joining and for sharing with us his beautiful images, the ones we saw he captured with never tired to face this beauty. Too. Here it is, the last image. From Karim, Canada, Montreal Center, Royal Astronomical Society of Canada. Meantime, still up and running. I'm just making available the latest image from Ron with such a beautiful totality. with a new image as well, more and more, just received from Australia, thanks to John Stevenson, New South Wales. Another image I really love from Karim, the idea that we are seeing images from very different parts of the world before he leaves. So while I prepare the image from Karim, I want to thank Karim too for joining and for sharing with us his beautiful images, the ones while we saw he captured. We are just students getting a new image from Ron, from James. Image. From Karim, Canada, Montreal Center, Royal Astronomical Society of Canada. Meantime, you can note the proximity of stars to the lunar disk now that making available, and it is its brightness image from Ron immensely reduced versus the full moon and eclipse. You can easily see with such a beautiful totality on the border of the moon and see many things, many stars. With a new image as well, just received from Australia, thanks to John Stevenson, New South Wales. I see people is thanking me for the really feed. Okay, the idea that we are seeing images from very different parts of the world. First of all, people making possible for us. It is our amazing astrophotographer team. Astrophotographers are amazing, and you can see how beautiful their images are. Getting and the one I'm sharing now is from James. Is from Karima Kanji Tajdin, Royal Astronomical Society of Canada, Montreal. I received it via Karim. You can note the proximity of stars to the lunar disk now that is a new one from it is its brightness is immensely reduced versus the full moon and eclipse. William, you can easily see around Melbourne, on the border of Australia, see many things. With a note from Dean, was witnessed many total eclipses, sharing many of them with us, by the way, as well as many friends joining today. As I said, many of them are old friends and already did with us something like that. And as I said, Dean shared a comment saying this is a very deep eclipse, very dark. I see people is thanking me for this live feed. Okay, I'm happy, but I want to thank, first of all, people making possible for us. It is our amazing astrophotographer team. Astrophotographers are amazing, and you can see how beautiful their images are. And the one I'm sharing now is from Karima Kanji Tajdin, Royal Astronomical Society of Canada, Montreal. I received it via Karim. And a new one from how beautiful. I'm just looking at this speechless. William, while more and more coming. Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, with a note from Dean, was witnessed here a couple of images, total eclipses, sharing many of them with us, by the way, as well as many friends. Adrian Bradley joining today. As I said, many of them are old friends and different scale, very interesting. And as I said, Dean shared a comment saying this is a very deep eclipse, very dark. I love what we are seeing, thanks to the generosity of our amazing astrophotographers. Going to share another beautiful shot taken by Daniel Brosseau from Quebec, Canada. How beautiful! I'm just looking at this, speechless. While more and more coming. Here it is. Here are a couple of images. From Adrian Bradley. Different scale, very interesting. How nice. I cannot tell you how much happy I am bringing to you this experience. Thanks to the amazing team of astrophotographers sending I love their what we are seeing, their images to me, thanks to the generosity of our amazing astrophotographers, and making possible for us to really enjoy something unique. And of course, we just crossed the peak of the eclipse. Going to share another beautiful shot taken by Daniel. So nice, my friends. Brosseau. I'm so grateful from Quebec, Canada, for making your perfect images available with your generosity. Here it is. And as noted by Dean once again, in the new image just received, the one I'm just going to share with you. I cannot tell you how much happy I am bringing to you this experience. Star. Thanks on the bottom, which is going to be to the amazing occulted by the of astrophotographers sending their images to me. And what I find interesting it is that within 1 degree there is also planet Uranus, something unique. And of course, we just crossed the peak of the eclipse. Amazing. So nice, my friends. I'm so grateful for making your perfect images available with your generosity. It's amazing, really. And as noted by Dean once again, in the new image just received, the one I'm just going to share with you. There is a star. I want to share another image by the bottom, which is going to be occulted by the moon. And what I find interesting it is that within 1 degree there is also planet Uranus. Here it is the new image from Ron. And now I'm ready also for a very special image. Kindly offered by Amazing. Kindly provided by Dean. It's amazing, really. Okay, just taking the image, making it available. This is Dean, just from in Melbourne, Australia, just taking images for us, just to give an idea. Here it is, we are just, here in Italy it has just started a cool fall, but I see you are enjoying much better temperatures. I want to share another image by Ron. And also truly interesting occultation covered by Dean himself. Here it is the new image from Ron. And now I'm ready also for a very special image. I love the image I'm going to share in a handful of seconds. Offered by, look here, with the star just kissing the lunar border on the bottom. And I just received a message by James McHugh, our friend James, just informing me that now his sky is obscured by clouds, and kindly provided by. He's thanking me, but no, Dean, this is me thanking you, James, and all of you, just making possible for us to run this live and enjoy and appreciate your out of this world images. So thank you again, James. This is Dean, just from in Melbourne, image as well from Australia, just taking images for us. John, just to give an idea. Here it is, we are just, here in Italy it has just started a cool fall, but I see you are enjoying much better temperatures. Australia, who kindly informed me that clouds are also moving in the sky. And also truly interesting occultation covered by Dean himself. I love the image I'm going to share. Now we are in the second part of the totality. Look here, with the star just kissing the lunar border on the bottom. And I just received a message by James McHugh, our friend James, just informing me that now his sky is obscured by clouds, and he is thanking me, but no, this is me thanking you, James, and all of you, just making possible for us to run this live and enjoy and appreciate your out of this world images. So thank you again, James. New image as well from John Stevenson. Checking for more, but new, very nice image. The one we are seeing. Australia, who kindly informed me that clouds are also moving in the sky. How beautiful every time. Now we are in the second part of the totality. It's outstanding, honestly. Now, beautiful, of course, that many of our astrophotographers are leaving. We are left with less active sites, but right now I received a beautiful image, checking for more, from Chris Stockdale, another all-time friend, the one we are an all-time contributor of these international live feeds, and right away I'm going to share his image, which has just arrived. So happy to learn, Chris, that weather improved at your location. How beautiful every time. This image from Chris, Hazelwood Observatory, Victoria, Australia. The first one we received by Chris, because Chris brought me earlier today as other friends, just reporting the weather was not very best, but now it's clear there. So happy that Chris could have a look, also because this made possible to really have more great images as this beautiful image, really. Now, thanks Dean for keeping many of our in the images. Photographers, I see you are very blessed with such a very beautiful sky. Even if at the beginning we had to wait for the moon to rise, left with less and playing and active fiddling with clouds sites, but right now I received a new image, beautiful image, Dean and William Hooper, from Chris Stockdale, another all-time friend and an all-time contributor of these international live feeds, and right away I'm going to share his image, We are of course up and running, has just arrived. And we started 2 hours, 15 minutes ago. Happy to learn, Chris, that weather improved at your location. This image from Chris, Hazelwood Observatory, Victoria, Australia. I'm really grateful to all. The first one we received by Chris because Chris brought me earlier today as other friends, just reporting the weather was not the very best, but now it's clear there. So happy that Chris could have a look, also because this made possible to really have more Bradley images as this beautiful image. Really, Michigan, USA, shared a new image. Thanks, Dean, for keeping where you can coming. Also, the images. I see you are very blessed with such a very beautiful sky. Even if at the beginning you had to environment, the moon to rise a bit at twilight, and playing and fiddling with clouds. A new image from Dean and William Hooper. Here it is. We are of course up and running. And we started 2 hours, 15 minutes ago. I really like also the idea to spy around. I mean, we are seeing images of the eclipse, and I appreciate the variety of images we are receiving with different telescopes, different sides of the lunar disk. Sometimes we saw the astronomer at work or the environment with the moon up there. I really love all this. To me, it is very precious. I'm really grateful to all of you for making possible for us to enjoy this show. Adrian Bradley, new update. Michigan, USA. Shared a new image from Melbourne, where you can also see the environment at the astronomical twilight. Outstanding, honestly, my friends. Here it is. Cannot tell you how moved I am every time I see this outstanding beauty. I really like the perfection idea to spy around. I mean, the experience we are seeing our images of the eclipse, my friends. And I appreciate the variety of images we are receiving with different telescopes, different sides of the lunar disk. Sometimes we saw the astronomer at work or the environment with the moon up there. I really love all this. To me, it is very precious. Really, really love what we are seeing. New update. Let's check for more. Again from Melbourne. Fan is still waiting, but waiting of a previous image. Dean and William. outstanding, honestly, my friends. Cannot tell you how moved I am every time I see this outstanding beauty. So nice. Just enjoying it. I want to remind you that we are seeing during the totality such a red color because with the perfection, the earth, the view, the shadow to the moon has its own atmosphere, and it is the atmosphere taking care to direct the red component of the solar light much better to the moon than any other color. And I want to share this with you, by the way, making clear what is happening. And as you can see, when the moon is just in the center, the Earth shadow, it is completely in the Earth shadow, the red color is the only one reaching the moon there. Without the atmosphere, the moon should be without any light, but it is the atmosphere. If you look on the bottom of these graphics, you can see the point of view from the moon, and you can see that during the totality you have the Earth surrounded by that orange-red disk, and that is because that ring, the atmosphere, is sending to you the red component of the solar light. This is why you on the moon are red right now. Hope this helps. Checking for more and more. Another amazing image. This time from Chris. So nice. Just enjoying it. I want to remind you that we are seeing during the totality such a red color because, as I said, just the Earth adjusting its shadow to the moon has its own atmosphere, and it is the atmosphere taking care to direct the red component of the solar light much better to the moon than any other color. And I want to share this with you, by the way, making clear what is happening. And as you can see, when the moon is just in the center of the Earth shadow, it is completely in the Earth shadow, the red color is the only one reaching the moon there. Without the atmosphere, the moon should be without any light, but it is the atmosphere. If you look on the bottom of these graphics, you can see the point of view from the moon, and you can see that during the totality you have the Earth surrounded by that orange-red disk, and that is because that ring, the atmosphere, is sending to you the red component of the solar light. This is why you on the moon are red right now. Hope this helps. Okay. Waiting for more, my friends, while we are here. Another amazing image. Waiting for more and more. Chris, just checking email, and I have more. Another image from Ron in Arizona, so back and forth. Just adjusting the credits, and again just managing to have the image from Ron ready for you. Here it is. And then another beautiful image from John Stevenson. So while in Arizona for a while, we are ready to move back to Australia, New South Wales, with this image from John. Okay. Waiting for more, my friends, while we are activated the chat on the YouTube video. So if you refresh your YouTube, waiting for more and more chat as well. Just checking email, and I have more. Another image from Ron in Arizona, having fun, back and forth. A lot of joy with his outstanding pictures, and again just managing to have the image from Ron ready for you. A new shot from Dean and William, and then another beautiful image from John Stevenson. So while in Arizona for a while, we are ready to move back to Australia, New South Wales, with this image from John. Images are in their original scale, so I'm not zooming. Sometimes I'm reducing in order to have the whole lunar disk inside. I also activated the chat on the YouTube video, so if you refresh your YouTube, you should be able to see the chat as well. Going with new images, having fun, having one received from Chris again, joy with his and outstanding pictures. Here it is. A new shot from Dean and William. New image from Chris. With the totality now slowly moving to the end. Again, I want to share with you the timeline. And the totality will end in 13 minutes. Images are in their original scale, so I'm not zooming. I'm happy that sometimes I'm reducing people on the chat in order to have are saying the lunar disk inside. They appreciate the effort because we really want to share everything beautiful happening out there, and I am particularly grateful to our astro imagers making possible for us to use their amazing pictures. So thank you for joining, but thank you first of all to our astrophotographers sharing with us one received from Chris again experience, and I have another very beautiful pictures from Adrian. Here it is. New image from Chris. With the totality now slowly while approaching the moving to the end twilight. Again, I want to share with you this is poetry timeline, and the totality will end in 13 minutes. Meantime, more images by Ron in Arizona. I'm happy that people on the chat are saying that they appreciate the effort, because we really want to share. Here we are with the Ron image. Everything beautiful happening out there, and I am particularly grateful to our astro imagers making possible for us to use the Ron image. Amazing picture. So thank you for joining, but thank you first of all to our astrophotographers sharing with us. And I want this beautiful experience to share with you also the picture kindly provided by Adrian, because I forgot to remove the timeline. I have another very beautiful pictures from Adrian. Now I want to share this out of this world image poetry, as I called it, hoping you will appreciate. Look, while approaching the civil twilight, very beautiful image. This is to make sure poetry, of course. We also see this time more images by sharing the environment in Arizona, the civil down. Here it is. Okay. Now that we are slowly approaching the end of the totality, the lunar limb is now showing a brighter side. Here we are with the Ron image. I'm sorry. This is the Ron image by Dean and William Cooper in Australia. And then I want to share with you also the picture kindly provided by Adrian, because I forgot to remove the timeline. I appreciate Dean joining the chat on YouTube, just to bring. I want to share this, and I want to thank you, Dean, poetry, and the other astrophotographers for the amazing work. Once again, you are doing. You will appreciate. Another image from John Stevenson, New South Wales. To make sure we also see this capture sharing the environment at the civil down. Here it is. Okay. Now that we are slowly approaching the end of the totality, the lunar limb is now showing a brighter. And just for the record, I want to share with you the simulator again, just to show how the moon, which is orbiting around the Earth, of course, is slowly approaching, as visible in this image. Living border by Dean and William, let's call it that way, the Earth shadow in Australia. So, as I said, totality is going to end in about 7 minutes formally. Another very beautiful image from Dean Chris joining the chat on YouTube, just to Australia, to bring his greetings. And I want to thank you, Dean, and the other astrophotographers for the amazing work. Once again, you are doing. Another image from John Stevenson. Here it is. New South Wales. Stock daily image from Hazelwood Observatory, Victoria, Australia. I see my old friend Gerard, welcome on board. And I just for the record, I want to share with you it is the simulator again, just to show all-time friend of mine, and which is orbiting around the Earth, of course. Events. Is slowly approaching. Was supposed to join from Panama, but the living border is not the best one that way of the Earth shadow. So, as I said, totality is going to end in about 7 minutes. Enjoying these beautiful shots. Another very beautiful image from Chris, Australia. With some luck, we will enjoy also the end of totality, thanks to these honestly amazing images. New shot from Arizona, working to have the image available for everyone from Hazelwood Observatory, Victoria, Australia. I see my old friend Gerard, welcome on board. Here and I also see people from Panama. I know it is cloudy and rainy there because one all-time friend of mine and all-time contributor of these international events, Joachim Fabrica Polleri, was supposed to join from Panama, but the weather, of course. New image is not the best one as well. Hope you are enjoying these beautiful shots. Very nice. Thank you very much for joining from so many different places. This is an international event. Some luck. Under many respects, first of all, you are joining from very different regions of the planet, but also images are coming from friends, from Australia, from Canada, from US. Amazing images. And this is new shot from Arizona. Amazing. Working to have the image available for everyone. So beautiful to be here. Here it is, the image from Ron. We're happy that our live feed is making people happy. New image from Dean as well. But checking for more and more. Very nice. Okay. Thank you very much for joining from so many different places. This is an international event under many composition. You are joining from very different regions of the planet, showing these also images the evolution from friends from share. Australia, from Canada, from US, and this is honestly amazing, very beautiful. Meantime, I also have new wonderful things. So beautiful to be here. We're happy that our live feed is making people happy. Now a new image, as I said, from Greece. And they're really enjoying what we are sharing with so many people around the planet, but checking for more and more. Okay. I received a beautiful, fast composition, as Danielle said, showing this the evolution of the eclipse I want to share. Look, very beautiful. More and more. Meantime, I also have new, of course, my friends. Things we just left the totality. And look at the image I'm going really I'm shared, the image I shared. And another image by Adrian. The panorama. Enjoy. While here I have another picture. Now a new image, as I said, from Greece. And they're really enjoying what we are sharing with so many people around the planet. Another picture from Dean and William Cooper. Wow, with the end of totality. As you can see, the bottom lunar limb is bright, I would say white. More and more. And of course, my friends, we just left the totality. I'm never tired. And look at the image I'm doing. Really, I'm shared, the image I shared. And another image by Adrian, as we are doing right now. The panorama the virtual telescope has been doing since it was launched in 2006. While here I have another picture. I sometimes I stay silent because we can only look, just enjoying this beauty. Another picture from new pic from Ron, Dean and William Cooper. With the end of totality, as you can see, the bottom lunar limb is bright, I would say white. More pictures, just showing the end of totality, as I said. And I just received a new one, never tired to look at this beauty. I'm preparing it for everyone to enjoy. This one, hopefully together, as we are doing right now, as the virtual telescope has been doing since it was launched in 2006. Here it is, the image by Julie, coming right now. Sometimes I stay silent because you can only look, just enjoying this beauty. New pic from Ron, and having another beautiful image by John Stevenson. Here it is. How many masterpieces of our friends are sharing with us with outstanding more pictures, generosity, just showing the end of totality. I love the idea that this international cooperation is really bringing to you a very important meaning. What can be done when people from different regions of the world, by different culture, different whatever, preparing it join for everyone to enjoy with a common goal, common dream, common idea, bringing the beauty of modern nature to the world this way, peacefully way. So I want to thank my friends for this as well. Here it is, the image by Julie, are coming the end of the totality right now, I believe. And having another beautiful image by John Stevenson. Here it is. How many masterpieces of our friends are sharing with us now with outstanding generosity. I love the idea that this international cooperation from Dean and William is really bringing to you a very important meaning. What can be done when people from different regions of the world, this image, different culture, different whatever, evident because join the images, because of course we have different observers, different telescopes, and different hemispheres. The beauty of the southern hemisphere, our friends in Australia, and the northern hemisphere, our friends in Canada, in the US, and it is amazing also. So I want to thank to know this my friends for this as well. clear the end of the totality. And we have to wait for 3 years to see the next total lunar eclipse. So this has also this special meaning. It is, well, time is flying, you know, and if you consider how often you can stare at this beauty, perhaps you understand even better how fast time is flying. 3 years by now to enjoy the next lunar total eclipse. And now I see someone asked me why if I can explain why the Earth is not rotating. There is nothing to explain because the Earth is rotating. Anyway, the bottom of the moon in this image, beautiful things, beautiful images, beautiful opportunity, evident to discover how the images, because we have different observers, different telescopes, and different hemispheres. Beautiful world. The southern hemisphere, our friends in Australia, and the northern hemisphere, new image from in Canada, in the John US Stevenson, and it is amazing also to know this thing. And another image I'm working on now. From Chris. And we have to wait for 3 years to see the next total lunar eclipse. So this has also this special meaning. It is, well, time is flying, you know, and if you consider how often you can stare at this beauty, perhaps you understand even better how fast time is flying. 3 years by now to enjoy the next lunar total eclipse. And I hope you are having fun with these masterpieces. I see someone asked me why if I can explain why the Earth is not rotating. There is nothing to explain because the Earth is rotating. Anyway, beautiful things, beautiful images, beautiful opportunity to discover how blessed we are, how lucky we are to enjoy this beautiful world. New image from John Stevenson. Here it is. Now new image from Dean. Here it is. And another image I'm working on now. From Chris. Still having a great view, I believe. Wow. And I hope you are having fun more and more with these masterpieces. Beautiful. I have more images. Now new image from Dean. Here I'm going to share with you, my friends. How beautiful for us every time. I mean, what an experience. I cannot find the right words sometimes when we really need to comment something breathtaking this way. And this one is from, as I said, from Ron. Wow. More and more are in the queue. And Dean just underlined it, thanks for this, Dean, by the way, that the images we are showing from him, from Melbourne, are as they are. No flip or rotation, just bringing with them this additional information of the flip because of the north and south of the world, you know. Beautiful. I have more images. Another very beautiful capture from Ron, from Chris, going to share with you, my friends. How beautiful for us another every time shot, because I mean, what an experience. It is showing find the right words sometimes also when the stars all around to comment something. It is almost impossible to see the full moon, a nice image of the full moon with the stars very close to the full moon, because the full moon when it is not in from Ron is of course too bright, but here you can really enjoy the stars and the full moon in eclipse, of course, together, like in this case. And more I want to remind you about our next live feed offered by the Virtual Telescope Project. Next November 15, we will share in real time something honestly very unique. Dean just underlined it, thanks for our telescopes, that the images Orion we are showing from him on its way to the moon are 24 no flip or rotation, just scheduled, bringing with them this additional information. Our finger crossed that they will launch the flip because of the north and south. 24 hours later, we will try this amazing experience to share live in real time via our telescopes, the capture Artemis 1 Orion spacecraft on its journey to the moon. So more details are available on our website virtualtelescope.eu, as you know. And this is another beautiful shot because it is showing also the stars all around. It is almost impossible to see the full moon from nice image of the full moon with the stars very close to the full moon, because the full moon when it is not in eclipse is of course too bright, but here you can really enjoy the stars and the full moon in eclipse, of course, together, like in this case. Outstanding, outstanding, honestly outstanding. I want to remind you about our next live feed offered by the Virtual Telescope Project. Next November 15th, sometimes they are back. Share in so real thanks time James for honestly very unique keeping your eyes up there, because the New Mexico night, now the sky spacecraft is clear again, its way to the moon for a while, and we have another beautiful scheduled by launch. James from New Mexico, we are keeping our finger crossed that they will launch. And I'm just going to share that image right away. 24 hours later, we will try this amazing experience to share live in real time via our telescopes, the Artemis 1 Orion spacecraft on its journey to the moon. So more details are available on our website virtualtelescope.eu, as you know. So we are more and more, it is now a new image away from the totality, from Dean, the one I'm working on. And I plan to run this live feed for about 30 minutes more. Outstanding, outstanding, honestly outstanding. So happy that you are really having fun. And sometimes they are back. So thanks James for while, as I say, keeping your eyes up there, because in New Mexico night to the sky eclipse is clear again, at least for a while, and we have another beautiful picture by James from New Mexico, USA, and I'm just going to share that image right away. Here it is, just a new picture from John Stevenson. But more from other observers. So we are more and more working on latest shot by away from the totality, which is back in operation. And I plan to run these live clouds. It was completely about 30 minutes by clouds more, but now with a much better sky, James is back with these stunning pictures. So happy that you are really having fun. While, as I said, we are slowly moving to the end of the eclipse. So nice to be here and just trying to comment these masterpieces. New picture from John Stevenson. But more from other observers. We have been into this live feed for 3 hours now, my friends. It's been a privilege and honor just working on latest shot by, again, from James, which is back in operation. After it's a privilege and honor for me to completely comment these secured by clouds masterpieces, as I said. But now, with a much better sky, James is back with these stunning pictures. New picture from Dean. Coming to you right away. So nice to be here and just trying to comment these masterpieces. Thanks, Gerard. I'm happy you remember all the efforts done in these 16 years, actually. So you remember pretty well. And we have been privileged for me to be here again 3 hours sometimes, right? And today, with this excellent privilege and honor, astro imagers, say the least, really very experienced astrophotographers sharing their expertise and their images with such a unique and huge generosity. And it's a privilege for me to comment something so beautiful. It's a privilege and honor for me to really comment these masterpieces, as I said. And now with this image from Chris, new picture from, we are back to typical imaging of the partial face, I mean with the correct exposure for the bright region, so no hint of the red portion in the dark. Coming to you right away. Thanks, Gerard. I'm happy you remember all the efforts done in these 16 years, actually. So you remember pretty well. And it's so many people privilege for me to be so many here again, different countries. Sometimes like this is, of course, as always, a clear demonstration. Astro imagers, how really sky can really make possible sharing really their expertise and their images with regions, such a unique and just together to enjoy. It's a privilege for me to comment such a powerful, so beautiful to me message. I must admit, this is perhaps one of the main reasons why I am here. And now with this image from, I agree with Chris, sending his personal comment, but I completely share his vision. We are back to that from image. From time to time, it is taking a break and look through typical smaller telescope beside imaging of the partial face. I mean, there was a lesson with the learned correct exposure for the bright region, so no hint of the red eclipses that is portion in the dark. And just actually look. Not only imaging, yes, you're right, completely right. And this is why I also really appreciate them, because you could see our astrophotographers could be just enjoying this personally, but they are working like crazy just to share with us what they are seeing. So they are just losing the opportunity to better enjoy personally in the name of something greater that is sharing with the community, and I want to thank them for this as well. So many people from so many different countries. This is, of course, as always, a clear demonstration how the sky can really make possible, can really help people from different regions just to gather together to enjoy the same thing. This is such a powerful, to me, message. I must admit, this is perhaps one of the main reasons why I am here. I agree with Dean sending his personal comment, but I completely share his vision when he said that from image from time to time he is taking a break and look for me a smaller telescope beside the imaging equipment and having this opportunity, because there was a lesson learned he wrote after viewing total solar eclipses, that is sit and just actually look. Not only imaging, yes, you're right, new image from New Mexico. And this is why I also really appreciate them, because you could see our astrophotographers could be just enjoying this personally, but they are working like crazy just to share with us what they are seeing. So they are just losing the opportunity to better enjoy personally in the name of something greater that is sharing with the community, and I want to thank them for this as well. While I am preparing, how wonderful image from Ron working on it right now. Having this opportunity. Here it is. New image from New Mexico. And after being in New Mexico and Arizona, back James to Australia with another beautiful image by Julie Strayer. Here it is, the correct image. Here it is. While I am preparing. Most of the world can see the eclipse. It is much faster to say who is not seeing this: Antarctica, Africa, Europe, and just a small fraction of Asia, that is the Middle East. Just having a new image from Ron, working on it right now. 15 minutes left of live coverage. I plan to close this live feed in 15 minutes. So it is hard, because even if we are, here it is. Well, after the totality, this is still breathtaking because of the high quality images after our being in New Mexico and Arizona. Back to Australia with another beautiful image by Julie Strayer. If you want, consider joining our YouTube channel. Consider joining the Virtual Telescope Project page on Facebook. And as I said, visit virtualtelescope.au if you want to learn about the next eclipse. Opportunity. It's much faster to say join who is not seeing this live feeds. The next one is scheduled Africa, for November 15th, Europe, and when we will be sharing no less than a fraction of Asia Orion spacecraft on its journey to the moon. This is an exclusive event offered by the Virtual Telescope Project. Visit virtualtelescope.au if you want to learn how to join. Always for free, of course. Just having another image. About 15 minutes left of live coverage. Chris. I plan to close this live feed in 15 minutes. It is hard because even if we are well after the totality, this is still breathtaking because of the high quality images our friends are sharing. Oh, this is another poetry moment. If you want, consider as many times our YouTube channel, by the way. Consider joining the Virtual Telescope Project. I know that James has a very, and as I say, special virtualtelescope.au if you want to learn about relation the next the moon opportunity. I saw many pictures join our live feeds. But look the here. Next one is scheduled for November 15, when we will be sharing no less than to say goodbye one Orion spacecraft on its journey to the Eclipse. This is an exclusive event offered by the Virtual Telescope Project. Phase now. Visit virtual just set behind you want to learn how it is amazing image always from James. Free, of course. Another image is not really, it is no longer red because the red should be visible in the portion of the moon still in the shadow, that is the dark region. But look here, if you use a long exposure time with your imaging camera in order to record the faint light coming from the darker region, you can still record the red. The bright portion of the moon is now outside the shadow, so is not longer experiencing the effect of color selection done by the atmosphere when you are in the shadow. I hope that this is clear, Shane. Oh, this is another poetry moment. As many times with James, by the way. I know that James has a very, very special relation with the moon. I saw many pictures, no matter the eclipse. Another image from here, Arizona. What a beautiful way to say goodbye. Total lunar eclipse with this picture, with the eclipsed moon, talking in partial phase now, just setting behind the trees with this amazing image from James. Another image from Melbourne. Now you can see it's not really, it is no longer red because the red should be visible in the portion of the moon still in the shadow. That is the dark region. Outside the shadow. If you use a long exposure time with your imaging camera, we are not to record the faint red coming from the darker region. You can still record the red. the bright portion of the moon is now outside the shadow, so it is not longer experiencing the effect of color selection done by the atmosphere when you are in the shadow. I hope that this is clear, Shane. So nice, my friends. Okay, new image from Chris. Another image from Arizona. I'm doing the best to share these images to honor their quality and the generosity of our friends, making them available. Another image from Melbourne, and look at these effects, my friends. Now you can see that in order to have correct registration, correct vision again, of the bright portion of the moon provided by Ron outside the shadow, by so a short exposure time, plenty of light in the portion. The moon now, we are not seeing the red in the dark region. And this is an image from Dean and William Cooper. I'm just working on a new image by John Stevenson. So nice, my friends. New image from Chris. I'm doing the best to share these images to honor their quality and the generosity of our friends, making them available. And look at these effects, my friends. Again, an image kindly provided by Ron, by James, with the moon now gone behind the trees. I also have a kind message from my all-time friend and all-time contributor, while Joaquin Fabrica Polleri from Panama, confirming as a user, viewer, John Stevenson, that it is the weather in Panama was, completely unfavorable. So, but I want to thank again Joachim and all the other friends who were ready to join, but they could not because of the weather. Another image here. From Chris. And we are approaching the end of this live feed, which the very end has been a long one. 3 hours 30. Yes, I agree, Gerard. I'm very excited about Artemis Orion starting this new adventure. And as I mentioned it a few times, we will offer something honestly unique next November 15, when the Virtual Telescope project will be asked to point, thanks to its advanced instruments, and to locate and track
kind message from
Orion
on
time friend
to the moon,
all-time
supposing
contributor. This is of course provided that the mission will start as scheduled as the earlier. So visit virtualtelescope.eu if you want to join for free as always. The next live feed, I'm showing you in real time live.
I want to thank again
the Orion spacecraft,
Joachim and all the other friends
space
who were ready to
join,
join,
but they could not because of the weather. Another image here. A new image with from Dean and a comment that incredibly I was going to do myself.
From Chris.
I mean, you are used to see lunar phases, but while this at first glance could perhaps remind you of a lunar phase, and we are completely unnatural because
this life
the border between the day and night
the very
end is completely
been,
different. Look how interesting is
long
this
one.
Under that respect. So incredibly, Dean,
3
we're
hours
thinking the very same.
3 hours 30.
Yes, I agree, Gerard. I'm very excited about Artemis Orion starting this new adventure.
I think, my
as I
friends,
mentioned
that
it a few
with this
times,
image, I'm just
we will
going
offer
to
something
close this
honestly
live feed,
unique,
and it has been
November
incredible
15,
for me. It has
when
been
the Virtual
incredible
Telescope
for
project
I
will
hope
be
everyone
asked to
here
point
to join and have fun
instruments
with this
and
honestly
and to
amazing
locate and
experience,
track
my friends.
Orion on its way to the moon.
To me,
sharing with you,
is of course,
the beauty of
provided
this eclipse that
as
the
being
mission
as
will start
always
as
a
pleasure
pleasure
the day earlier. So visit virtualtelescope.eu.
It has been
if
a
you
privilege
want to
for
join
me
for free as
to be
always.
here
The
today,
next live feed,
just
showing you
trying
in
to
real
comment
time
at my
live
best those
the Orion
masterpieces we
spacecraft
received from
once in space
astronomers
in the
and
direction of the
astroimagers
moon.
from all over the planet, my friends.
I still want to say thank you to everyone, because if this happened, it was to the generosity of our astro imagers. No matter the weather
from
they
Dean
had to face,
comment,
I want to thank
all of them.
I was going to do
John
myself.
Stevenson,
James
Matthew,
you
Karin
are used to
Jaffer,
see
Adrian
lunar
Bradley,
phases,
Joachim Fabrica-Polleri, Chris
while
Togdale,
this
Bill Longo,
at first
Gary
glance,
Warney, Julie Stroyer,
John
Johnson,
remind you
Dean
of
and
a
William
lunar
Cooper,
phase.
Sonali
Completely
Dashwood,
unnatural because
from Delvaux,
the border
and Chris
between
Corbin,
the day
and
and night on the
Brandon
moon is
Roy,
completely different.
and Daniel
Look how
Brousseau.
interesting is
It
this.
was thanks to them
Under
if
that
this event
respect. So
was
incredibly
actually an event
thinking the very
worth
same.
to be followed. I want to thank all of them, as I said, because they really did an outstanding work, and it was hard for me to comment those masterpieces.
And I think, my friends, that
I
with
really
this
wanted
image,
to
I'm
stay
just going
silent
to
and
close
admire
this live
the
feed.
beauty,
And it
they
has been
were
incredible
bringing to
for
us.
me.
It has
been a
privilege
incredible
for the Virtual
for,
Telescope
I
project,
hope,
and
everyone
in this
here
case by myself,
to join
Thomas,
and have fun
astrophysicist,
with
to
this
bring to you the beauty of
honestly
this
amazing
experience, my
total
friends.
lunar eclipse. The last
To
one,
me,
sharing with you
for a
the
while,
beauty of
because
this
the next
eclipse
one will
has
be
been
2025.
pleasure.
So I'm happy that we could enjoy this thanks to our very,
It has
very
been a
generous
privilege for me
astrophotographers
to be
that I
here
really wanted
today,
to thank just
again,
trying
again,
to comment
and again.
at my best.
My
Those
gratitude,
masterpieces we received
goes
from
to
them and to you
astronomers
friends and
just
astroimagers
deciding
from all
to
over
spend
the
part of your
planet, my
time
friends, just enjoying the eclipse via
I
our
still
live stream.
want to say
I want
thank
to
you
remind
to
you that
everyone,
we are waiting for another great opportunity,
if this
another
happened,
unique live stream.
it was to the
next
generosity
November
of
15.
our
we will be sharing
astroimagers,
live
no matter
images
the weather
taken with
they
our
had to face.
telescopes.
I want
It
to
is not
thank
just
all of them.
just
John
a way
Stevenson,
to share
James
again
Matthew,
images already
Karin
seen.
Jaffer,
original
Adrian Bradley,
images taken in real time with our
Fabrica-Polleri,
telescopes
Chris
of the
Togdale,
Orion,
Bill
Artemis
Longo,
1
Gary
spacecraft
Warney,
on
Julie
its journey to the
Stroyer,
moon.
John
24
Johnson,
hours. Dean and William Hooper provided this will happen the launch as scheduled the day earlier. So to learn more, Roy join visit virtualtelescope.eu. It was thanks to them from the Lunar Eclipse Virtual Telescope project. Thank you again to everyone, to the astrophotographers, and to the viewers. I want to thank all of them, as I say, rewarding because they really did feel very outstanding work that when I was a child, and it was hard for me to comment those masterpieces because that way I really wanted to stay silent and admire because the beauty. It is now my professional activity, but because it has been a privilege made possible for the Virtual Telescope project, wonderful people all around by myself, just astrophysicists, how cooperation to you the from different countries across the border. Eclipse is so total lunar eclipse. The last one. Take care, we'll see for a while because the next one will be in 2025. So I'm happy that we could enjoy this thanks to our very, very generous astrophotographers that I really wanted to thank again and again. My gratitude goes to them and to you friends just deciding to spend part of your time just enjoying the eclipse via our live stream. I want to remind you that we are waiting for another great opportunity, another unique live stream next November 15 when we'll be sharing live images taken with our telescopes. It is not just a way to share again images already seen. I mean, original images taken in real time with our telescopes of the Orion Artemis 1 spacecraft on its journey to the moon, 24 hours, its launch, provided this will happen, the launch as scheduled the day earlier. So to learn more and join, visit virtualtelescope.eu. That's all from the Luca Masi Virtual Telescope project. Thank you again to everyone, to the astrophotographers and to the viewers. It has been, as always for me, a truly rewarding experience, and I feel very lucky that when I was a child I fell in love with the night sky, because that way also because not only because it is now my professional activity, but because astronomy made possible for me to meet wonderful people all around the globe, just showing how cooperation from different countries across the borders is so precious and able to bring beauty to everyone. Take care, my friends. Keep looking up and keep in touch.
अगर श्लोक को डिकोड करके समझे तो ये समझ में आता है कि जो हमें रिसोर्सेस देते हैं, जो हमें नॉलेज देते हैं और जो हमारे जीवन में पॉजिटिव या कंस्ट्रक्टिव क्वालिटीज देते हैं, उनको देव कहा जाता है। तो उसका अर्थ ये हुआ कि ये जो देव तत्व है,
Hello, Stargazers. Brian Coulter here, evolutionary astrologer, for another horoscope report